Hi, I'm Erica De Benedictis. I am currently a silver in doTERRA. Wanted to spend a little time explaining some things that happened during convention. Really come to convention next year and even come to the EDGE training and maybe the Share Success training before convention. That's where we get the business training, and it's awesome. So I highly recommend it, and it's wonderful for what it does to your heart and to your mind. Like, it's just recalibration and inspiration, and it's just awesome. So Sarah and Lee and I were talking at convention about how we have certain goals we want to meet in doTERRA. And in order to do that, you have to grow as a person. And so we thought, man, we really need to grow. I need to get bigger. Do you want to get bigger with me? Yeah, let's do it. So we all want to grow as people. Let me shut off my phone, excuse me. We all want to grow as people. So we thought, let's get together on a weekly basis, just on the phone for just half an hour. So it's not, everybody's busy, but it's still a Zoom call for half an hour so we can get to know each other better too. And it's a little bit more, you get to know each other and form friendships and things. And so we want to have a group of women that want to become the best version of themselves. And this is a great opportunity for doing that. Now, Sarah and Lee and I are in doTERRA, and so we have certain rank goals and financial goals we want to hit with that. However, I just want to be friends with people that want to be the best version of themselves. And so if you're looking for that too, then I welcome you to join with us. We might have some doTERRA leaning conversations at times, but just, that can apply to your life too. Just take the doTERRA part out of it. But really, we would just love to have you. If you don't want to look back on your life and wish you could have done something more to reach your potential. And I also want to reach out to moms. My son in particular wants to play Major League Baseball and basketball when he's an adult, and I'm not the one to tell him he can't do both. But those are big goals. And so I feel like when I'm reaching my goals, it gives me more authority and wisdom to help to speak into his life so that he can reach his goals and his potential, and all my kids' potential. I want them to see I want them to see a mom who had the courage to go after what she really wanted in life and to go for it. And so I want to be around other people that have that same desire, that just want to grow. So I don't know if I'm repeating myself, but that's my heart, and that's my heart for this group of people. It's going to be a special group of people, and it's good if it's relatively small to start with, because this is in infancy, and we're all learning, and we want to all collaborate. And it's just going to look like a half-hour phone call, about a half-hour phone call each week, and one rotating, taking turns with one person teaching. Like, for example, I learned so much during the business trainings at convention, so I said that I could start the whole thing. But bring up a topic about how we can grow as a person this week, and then a challenge. Okay, what are we all going to do this week to grow in that aspect of our lives? So that's what we hope it's going to look like. And hopefully there will also be monthly get-togethers where we're just having fun. So it's community too. And we're doing it in 4 different locations, I think, right now. We've got Kansas City, Vermont, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, I think, are going to be our original branches. So that's why we're doing it on Zoom, because we all, when you do it as a group, when you do it together, you're going to be more successful than if you're trying to do this alone. So, and it's more fun too. So that's our heart. And another aspect of that, whenever I hit my particular financial goals, I've always dreamed of giving lots of money away. Like, I have this weird idea in my head. I just had this dream of writing a check for $4,000 and giving that to someone, a charity, I'm not sure. But $4,000 is the number in my head. So that's what I've always thought. When I'm going to hit these certain financial things, I just want to give lots of money to the causes I believe in. And thinking about it, and being influenced by this girl, Kim Allen, at convention, got me thinking, I don't have to wait till I'm a certain financial whatever to start doing something right now. And we can start making a difference in the world, bringing hope to the world, in a little way, nothing that's too taking over our life because we're busy. But if there's a small, fun thing we can do once a month to put a dent in things that need a dent, and that's awesome. So Kim Allen has this cause that I love, and Sarah's team wants to do something else. You can ask Sarah about that. I think it's awesome what they're going to be doing, targeting Days for Girls. If you want to look that up, Days for Girls they create hygiene kits for girls in certain countries where if they're on their period, then they can't go to school, and so they have to sit in a hut, like a little tiny hut, until they're off their period because they're unclean. So this is a kit that has like reusable pads and things in it. So these girls don't feel disgusting and they can actually continue their education. So that's what Sarah's jumping into. Leah and I have always been passionate about human trafficking. And so I've always wanted to give money to that. I've never wanted to go do any rescues or anything. It's such a horrible thing to even think about. These kids' lives, but I've always wanted to give to that, and Leah as well. So in comes Kim Allen, and she was at the Edge training this year, and she has this thing called Grocery Bags of Hope that she started. Her and her husband had a bunch of miscarriages. She finally got pregnant, and then she went to her pantry one day and opened it up, and there was nothing to eat. And she started crying because she was like, I need to nourish my baby. This is horrible. How am I going to nourish my baby if I don't have any food in my pantry? So she never wanted anybody to feel that way again. So she created this thing called Grocery Bags of Hope. And what it is once a month. I mean, you could do it way more often than this, but I want to start at once a month. You get together and everybody brings a few grocery items or money or whatever. I think grocery items would be more fun and easier. So when you go to the store, just buy a few extra healthy things. And then you put them in this grocery bag. If you can see it, it might say it backwards. It says, pay it forward, fill this bag for someone in need of hope. So you fill up this grocery bag and you pray, or you just think about a name that comes to mind. For example, we say, okay, whose turn is it today? Oh, it's my turn. Okay, good. So I just think of the first name that comes to my mind. Say it's Mary. Some girl named Mary. Oh, Mary, she came to mind. I don't understand why. But I bring that grocery bag to her, and come to find out, she's getting all worked up because she had her car breakdown this month and she didn't know how she was going to pay for it. And so obviously a grocery bag is not going to help pay for the car, but it is going to bring hope to her and help her see that she's going to be taken care of. Another cool aspect of that is including a bottle of doTERRA's Hope Blend in the grocery bag. It is $20. And so it's a blend, you put it on you and it does good things to your emotions. Hopefully it brings hope to your emotions. I haven't had to use it for that at this point yet, but it's a really cool blend. It's $20. And the really awesome thing about it is that all the $20 entirely goes to a charity, and it's called Operation Underground Railroad. And what that is a Navy SEAL, a really kick-butt Navy SEAL, started this organization. And he wants to eradicate sex trafficking from the planet, child trafficking from the planet. And so he hires all these ex-Navy SEAL, Army, cool, FBI, CIA, whatever they are, Marines. He hires them, and they go in and do these operations, these covert operations, where they find out where the bad guys are, and they go in and they bust some butt. And they get the bad guys arrested, and they rescue the kids. So there are 2 million children in the world that are currently in slavery. And 100,000 of those are in this country, believe it or not. They're not all in Thailand and India. So it takes $2,500 for Operation Underground Railroad to rescue and rehabilitate one child. So with the Hope bottle, that's one blend, that's one bottle of oil, that's $20. So, if you have 10 people buying a bottle of Hope every month, for a year, I think that's the math. You can check it for me, but it's about that. That's saving one life. And so it's just one life, but it's one life, which brings us to the starfish principle. The story of the kid who's walking along the beach, and there's thousands of starfish all over the beach, and a man comes up to him. He sees the little boy, and he's just picking starfish up and hucking them back in the ocean. And the man goes, that's pretty cute, but you're never going to be able to save all these starfish. And the little boy goes, I know. And he picks one up and he throws it, and he goes, but I can save that one. And to that one, it makes all the difference in the world. And so that's the principle with the chipping in and getting these hope blends every month. Whether we just have one collective for the grocery bag, or if, I decide that I want to buy a bottle of hope every month and figure out who to give it to every month. That's just moving them closer to their goal of rescuing another child. And so that's the other part of it. Lee and I were walking down the street talking about what our kids want to be when they grow up. And her son, who's 3 years old, she asked him, and he said, I want to be a starfish holder. And we thought about it, and Leah had already thought about it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like that story, starfish holder, just picking up one person at a time and helping them. And so we just loved that concept of a starfish. And so we really got excited actually about getting jewelry, starfish jewelry. Like we could all have starfish jewelry, but not matching. Like Sarah wants silver sparkly starfish. Leah wants gold or silver delicate. And then I like gold. So like whatever our tastes are, then we just can find a little starfish jewelry that we love. Just as a reminder, that we're a group and that we can help one life at a time, as far as even just helping women, other women believe in their dreams and go after their dreams, reach their goals. So helping one person at a time and helping one child, rescuing one child at a time in this human trafficking thing. So that's our initial infant concept for a group. So let us know what you think, because we're looking for people who are looking for us. If you want to join us in this, we're just kind of fumbling along because we're just getting started, but we're going to get there. I know my girls, and we are determined, and we're going to reach our goals. And great things are going to happen in this next year. So if you want to jump on that train, we'd love to have you with us. We'd love to be friends with other people who are going after their dreams and reaching for their goals. So thanks for listening, and please feel free to talk to one of us if you have any questions. Thanks. The end.